Okay, we are live. I think we're live. Yep, YouTube says we're live. And this is saying I'm live. Hello everybody. This is my first experimental digital modes live stream. And I need to try to pause the video over here. I'm really overloading my shack computer. This little netbook that you can't see. Yeah, you can see the screen right there. Yeah, it's an old EEE PC netbook that I'm using for doing the shack stuff, and it's running at about 98% CPU right now, so it is really cranking, trying to keep up with everything. It's managing some graphics for the overlay down there. And it's running FLDigi, which is up here. And it's also on a web page where I can monitor the chat window. And I see we've got 6 people in there, and hopefully this is going to work. I might have to try... Let's see. Give me a second on the chat window, guys. Oh, we got 21 people now. Wow, holy cow. Alright. Just minimize that. So, let's see if I can make this work. Anyway, morning everybody. We're going to try and do some digital modes today for HF. Reggie says FLDigi ANF. ANF? I don't know what that means. But yeah, hi George. Hey Jet, down there in Cape Cod. No, I'm not using CQRL log. I'm using, actually I'm using Xlog. And FLDigi talks to Xlog, so if I make a contact and log it through FLDigi, it pops it into my Xlog file automatically, which is kind of nice. And hello, Nick over there in Wales. So I'm going to get FLDigi calling CQ here, and we'll see if it messes up my video or not. Hopefully not. Ooh. Oh, right, yep. Automatic noise floor, of course. So, anyway, I'm running about 20 watts, and yeah, it looks like my video's holding. That's good. And we're calling CQ PSK31 on 20 meters. As you can see, well, you can see it up there. Right there. I can almost touch it. So I said on the last live stream we were going to try to do digital modes this time and see how successful that is. And so we'll see what happens here. See, we've got 29 people watching. Hello everybody, good morning. Nice sunny day here in northern Indiana. Lul, it was a typo. So Reggie, you did a typo on your comment about a typo. That's cool. Weather's starting to break. It's going to get warm this week. I'm trying to get a hold of a friend to help me dig a trench to run PVC out to the shed to get the vertical antenna. So we're going to make that happen this week. The next HF live stream is going to be on the new backyard vertical. So going to do it. Promise that. And we'll also have a video on putting up the vertical, and then we'll have another video on testing it and seeing how it works. Looks like my audio is okay. I might turn the volume down on the radio. Don't need to just hear static. And we are calling CQ PSK31 on 20 meters, about 20 watts. I could crank the power up a little bit more, I think, without heating the radio up. Okay, thanks Reggie. Good to know the audio's good. And let's see if we can make a contact or two. Hello over there, Doug in New York. 33 people watching. Hello everybody, good morning. And for those of you that might not be aware, I usually get questions about it. If you're looking at the live stream on YouTube, there's a chat window off to the side. Or if your browser window is too small and it's in cinema mode, it'll be down below and you'll have to scroll down. So everybody can talk to each other and talk to me. Hello, Esteban, down there in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm currently running PSK 31 and calling CQ on 20 meters. So hopefully somebody will come back to me. If not, we'll try moving down to 40. Any of you guys watching doing digital? Hey, Carrie. Carrie, or is it Carrie or Carl? Carrie. Carl. Bad eyes. Oh, that is an eye. Carrie, over there in Finland. And Central United Kingdom. And Carrie gives me a wink. Nothing to you, William, huh? Well, let's see. You're overseas, aren't you? If I remember right. Aren't you over in the United Kingdom? I could go to 17 meters. We just had a solar storm over the last 3 days. Usually on the backside of a solar storm, things pick up a little bit, so maybe that's a possibility. Hey, Toronto, Ontario, up there in Canada. Hi, Don. Haven't hooked up the interface to your FT891 yet. Well, get busy. Come on, man. What you waiting for? Oh, on your phone, Nick. Oh, okay. Well, you can't really... Well, on a phone screen, you probably can't see... Because the FL Digi video is kind of small. You probably can't see much of what's going on there. Faroe Islands. I'm not familiar with that, Reggie. Where is that? Somewhere in the Caribbean? Hello, Carl. Hi, Jenny. Full spring sun. Yeah, hey, it's a bright sunny day here today, too. Hello, Demetrius over in Athens. Wow, we got the whole world here today. That's cool. Good morning, Randall. Throwing out another CQ on PSK. Hopefully one of you guys have digital going. I see there's 39. Hello, everybody. Good morning. North Atlantic. Okay. I heard a couple of signals a little bit earlier before I clicked the streaming button. So I know 20 is somewhat open. Because I don't need the notch filter at the moment. I had a notch filter going because I was getting a birdie from my monitor. No, Randall, I did not. But it is going to be in the 60s this week. And so I'm trying to get a friend to come over and help me dig a trench to run the PVC for the coax from the house out to the shed. The vertical's going up next to the shed. So I'm hoping to have that vertical up this week. And then the next hangout that we do in a couple of weeks, we should be on the vertical. Looking forward to that. I've been wanting to put that antenna up for quite a while. Theo, probably about 8 inches. Vertical for what band, Reggie? Well, it's kind of a general purpose vertical. It's going to be 33 feet tall, but I'm feeding it like an end-fed wire with a 9-to-1 to bring its impedance down into a range an antenna tuner can have an easier time with. So it's not actually going to be a resonant antenna on any particular band. You're going to need an antenna tuner for it, but it should provide decent performance from 40 meters and up. And it might work on 80 meters. We'll see. Alright, Randall. That's good. That's good. depending upon where you are, maybe we'll be able to make a contact. Alright, I'm going to try a couple of more CQs on 20. If I don't get an answer, we're going to go to 40 meters and see what we can do there. Anybody picking up my transmission? Oh yeah, Don. Yeah, that's actually kind of long. If you cut that wire down to about 126 feet total length, it'll probably work a little bit better on 160 all the way up through 10, and even on 80. So 3B7A on 160 meters on a 6-meter vertical. Okay. 12, 6, 7, 8, 18, 180. What? 18 feet? So your vertical is 18 feet, Reggie? And you're doing 160 meters? You must have a heck of a loading coil on there. If you mean 6 meters is in length, right? That's 18 feet. That's pretty short for 160 meters, but then again, I've seen screwdriver antennas with a short radiator. Alright, one more try here on 20 and we're going to switch down to 40. Oh, we're up to 45 viewers. Hello everybody who just joined us. We're trying digital today. Currently calling CQ on 20 meters, PSK 31. And no, before anybody asks, I'm not going to do FT8. That would be really boring. Click, my computer pinged your computer. No, I want to communicate. Maritime Mobile. Oh. Always thought that would be interesting to be out on a boat. You know, one thing I haven't heard anybody comment on that I've thought about is if you're on a boat and you've got an antenna up, maybe a vertical running up the mast or something, do you drop a braid down into the water to use as a counterpoise ground reference into the salt water, and does that that help? I assume that's just what happens, that they just use the bottom of the boat as a ground. Okay. Nothing going on 20. I'm switching down to 40. I hear signals. That's cool. Let's get the antenna tuned up. Okay. Now I gotta update all my frequency displays. Hang on, bear with me a minute, guys. There we go. Whoa, way too much power. There we go, about 20 watts. And it didn't kill the video, that's good. Alright, here we go. Calling CQ on 40 meters. We're not killing the video. And I'm putting out about 20 watts. What is that? Somebody else calling CQ? Oh yeah, hey, let's try and answer this guy. Oh, David, you heard me. Well, wait a minute then, before we try to answer that K0. I'm going to transmit again so you can make sure that you were hearing me. Oop. CQ. Oh, I see a weak signal in the waterfall. Just a brief little fragment of a signal there. So weak I couldn't hear it with my ear. Was that somebody? Was that one of you guys trying to answer me? Okay, if this other guy transmits again and is calling CQ, there he is, then I'm going to answer him. CQ, KC0JRW. Let's see if he comes back to me. Sometimes when I do that... Oh, here he is. Let's see. Yes! Wait. KB9RLT. Good morning. You're about 559 here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Name is Kevin. Back to you. He said he's in Buffalo, Colorado. I said I'm in Fort Wayne, Indiana. You said I was 599, dude. See, I did a video about the RST system and signal reporting. Remember I was talking about how people will give you a 599 and then they act like they can't copy you? Here you go, right there. Gave me a 599 and now he can't get my call right, and he doesn't know my, he said he didn't get my state. RLN? Oh, come on! Okay, yay, he's got it. Band is terrible. Yet. your name for the log. Nobody's saying anything in the chat window. Stream still live? Yep. Oh, now he's calling CQ again. Oh well. I'll save that to the log. Yeah, Reggie, I know that. It's an old habit from Riddy. Alright, back to calling CQ. His name is Bob. Hey, thanks, Nick. I've already written it to the log, but let's see here. See if I can stress out this little computer even more. Oh, this will probably pop up over the other display, won't it? Oh no, it didn't. Okay. Yeah, there he is. Name Bob. Update. Okay, let's see. 49 people watching. Good morning to those of you that just joined us. We're doing digital modes today. We're running PSK 31 and presently on 40 meters. Calling CQ. Well, Xander, it's about the same here. Well, no, I can't say that anymore. Now I see some white up there. We got some clouds. Oh, somebody's answering me. Oh, that's Jim. Oops, I hit the wrong macro, Jim. Sorry. Hang on, I'm going to go right back into transmit mode. Well. QSL, Kevin, good morning. Good signal today. Solid copy. I don't know why I'm reading this to you guys. You can see it right up there. There we go. Switch to the narrow filter. $10 or 20 watts. Yeah, that's about what I'm running, about 15. Oh, hello over there in South Africa, Carl. I've been trying to get South Africa on HF for years. Oh, jeez. Jim hasn't been on digital or PSK in about a year or two. Wow. A whole year. Well, nice to drag you back into it. 73, and thanks for, doggone it, can I type for the contact, Jim? Yeah, well, WECB 640, you're on lower sideband. Digital modes, you always run on upper sideband. Oh, you were a little weak on that transmission, Jim. Alright, let's throw out another CQ. So anyway, switch over to upper sideband, and you should be on frequency with me then. WEC B640. I can't remember your name, I'm sorry. Good morning, Donald. Nope, here comes a noise band. See that? Over there. Wait a minute. There, making its way down. Wandering about. Some of my neighbors got his plasma TV on. Hello over in Italy, Stefano. Excuse me. '44 watching. Well, you know, if the conditions were right, Italy would be no problem. I've worked into Italy several times on 20 meters and on 17 meters. But we need to have some propagation. Switch the narrow filter back in. In fact, I worked into Italy on my 3-foot magnetic loop with it inside the house here in my kitchen with 5 watts. When the band is open, it's magic. Anybody? Anybody? Any of you guys copying me? Bueller? Bueller? Here comes someone. Good, strong signal. About an S3. W8KQ. Solid copy here. 5858. Are you watching the live stream? Oh, watching the snow go away. I thought he was going to say watching the stream. Okay, this is not somebody on the stream. Huh. Name is Jerry. Oh, Alpina. Never miss an opportunity to promote the channel. Not into that as yet. Okay. Yeah, Donald, the noise is low this morning. So Jerry's got a new radio. Oh, one of those big ICOMs. Well, it looks like this is holding up on the stream. Oh, he's got a 7300 too. I'd love to have a 7300. I'd like to have one radio here that I can do HF and 6 meters on. Oh, I think he hit his brag file. Yep. Well, while that's coming across. Yep, okay. What was I going to say? I forgot what I was going to talk about. Let's see what's on the chat window. Oh, I was going to say, on this little netbook, I'm running VNC to scrape the screen for this FL Digi window. So this little netbook is doing quite a bit right now. I'm surprised it's holding up. It's a 8-year-old netbook, triple EPC, an Atom processor, but still pretty useful. Debian Linux, of course. Well, I guess I'll send him my brag file back since we're doing the macro thing. So, anyhow, let's see. Charlie just got the FT991A, liking it so far. Yeah, a local ham, Norm, has one of those, I think, that I've helped him do some setup on. They're nice looking radios. There was something that I think that I didn't quite like the menu system, but yeah. they're not too far off from my my little 817. I'm gonna say 73 to Jerry here, and we'll do another CQ. Oh, David can copy Jerry, but not me. Once you get the light bulb moment, the menus aren't a problem for, yeah. No, I found my way through them. The menus on the radio. But there was, yeah, there was something about the way that they were buried. But that's Yaesu. I mean, they do that. The 817's the same way. Fine business. Okay. Yep, okay, you can read it. Yeah, finally. I mean, it's going to get up into the 60s this week. Last week, well, a week ago, Friday, it was 85 here. We had Thursday and Friday, it was in the 80s. And then Saturday, it snowed, and it was barely into the 30s. And then the early part of this week was just barely getting up into the 30s, and we had snow on a couple of days. So it's like we went from 85 degrees Fahrenheit, for your European viewers, down to sub-zero and snowing. But now it looks like in the extended forecast we're finally going to get up into the 60s every day from now on through the end of the month into May. So need to get on YouTube and fight the snow. I think he meant to say find the show. Need to get my barn and get the critter food. Oh, he must be living on a small farm. That's cool. Made a QFH for 137 megahertz. Great receive antenna. Used it for NOAA and worked great for the airband also. Cool, Reggie. Yeah, I've been thinking about putting together something to get me down on the 400 and on 830 meters, 472 megahertz band. Okay, let me save that to the log, and we'll call another CQ. I've been doing some reception on 472 megahertz just using my end-fed wire. If you have a nice long antenna out there, you can receive down there pretty well. Okay, that didn't show up. Alright. But I haven't been able to transmit, so I'll need to build a transverter if I'm going to do that. Boy, that'll be a complex project. But it's interesting to receive on that new frequency. Oh, somebody's trying to call me. Oh, he's not quite there. All I see is JFE. Let's try it again. That's backwards. Usually I can hear them, but they can't hear me. See now, Donald, I thought that the Flex provided all the connectivity to the computer on one USB port. Serial for rig control and audio and everything. Why would you need a signal link for a Flex? unless I just don't understand it. I've never seen a flex radio in the flesh, though, so I'm just guessing. Oh, David, was that you? Does your call sign end in JFE? Because I heard just a fragment of a call there. Oh, okay, David, that wasn't you. Huh. Oh, KB2, that's right, you're up in the New York area. Usually I can get there on 40. Oh, hey guys, I got some news. Just a second. I got a video for this that's going up tomorrow night. I made a sideswiper key, cootie key. Designed it in non-shapes, all 3D printed. Minimal hardware design again, it only needs 5 screws. So there'll be a video on the history of the cootie key. Oh, somebody transmitting there. Going up tomorrow night, but I posted the STL files for this on Thingiverse, and I just saw last night where one of the admins on Thingiverse added it to the Best of the Week collection for this week. So I'm going to make the featured section on Thingiverse again, twice in 1 month. Okay, somebody's just going into transmit and coming back out. I'm going to call CQ again so I don't lose the frequency. So yeah, tomorrow night, watch for the video. I did some research on the cootie key or the sideswiper and talk about when it started and the origins of it, and then I made one. So if you're one of those guys that got a 3D printer, you can print your own cootie key now. Oh, Virginia Beach. I miss the days when they rigidly required you to change your call signs when you moved from one area to another. Okay, somebody's coming back to me. KG5SAG. Oops. Ah, wrong macro again. Let's just do this. You're about a 5555 here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Name is Kevin. S9 noise floor, Patrick? Holy cow, that's terrible, man. Boy, he's a little weak. He's not even tickling the S meter. Oh, QSB. Ah. Bad. QSB. QSB. Missed your name and QTH. Please again. I'll just leave the squelch off this time on FL Digi and see if we can at least get his name and QTH. Come on. Well, he probably lost me too. Well, KG5SAG, we almost had a QSO. Is that somebody that's in here right now in the chat window? Oh, okay. Well, we'll call CQ again. Hear a nice tone, says Donald. Does that mean you can hear my signal? KG5SAG, is that one of you guys? WB3BJU, okay, that's your call. BRB, be right back. Alright, KG5SAG is still there, but I don't know if he's trying to talk to me or not. Not enough signal to decode. But just in case he's adopted that frequency, I'm going to move down a little bit. We'll shift my filter down. Come on, FL Digi, quit trying to grab onto that birdie. And we'll call CQ again. About 20 watts out. Oh, yeah, Craig, nothing over in the UK. Yeah. It's going to be a while before the band picks up to the point where we can reliably get across the pond. I'm looking forward to that, though. Video is stopped. No, it's still running, Reggie. I think the problem might be at your end. Looks like the stream's still running. Yeah, it's still showing it's live. Yep, Reggie, you'll have to refresh. What browser are you running? I've had somebody else that had that problem where they lost the stream occasionally. I do get nervous though about the camera and RF messing with it, but I figured out if I plug the camera directly into the computer, it gets a better ground on the computer's case, and my external USB hub is the thing that's not liking a little bit of RF in the air. Currently calling CQ. My precise carrier frequency is 7070.964. See if someone else comes back. So I had an idea today for a non-ham radio or electronics related 3D print. And it's not totally my idea. I saw an ad for a little plastic doodad for hammering nails in. You strap it on your fingertips and it's basically a little clamp that you hold the nail with, and it gives a big flat surface so you can start a nail. And oh, somebody's trying to answer me. KD5ET? Let's see. Not sure if I have your call correct about 545454 here. Name is Kevin. KD5ET. That call sounds familiar. Well, he's not coming back. Maybe maybe he lost me in a fade. Oh wait, there's somebody. Okay, KD5ET, so that's correct. He's just barely in there. Usually when I'm working digital... Oh, it's Michael. Too much fading. Yeah, okay, I wondered. Yep, usually when I'm working digital, I don't answer a CQ unless they're pretty strong, because I don't know how well they're going to hear me. But sometimes you can get through with not much signal. Okay, Michael, well, we gave it a shot. Could barely see you there on the waterfall. Something like PSK, you definitely got a better chance than you do with voice. And I think maybe even over CW sometimes, but they're about the same. They're about as equal in width. CW is just slightly narrower. Wow, we've been running for 53 minutes on this stream. Somebody's tuning up just above me. Maybe they'll come back. Well, we'll try a couple of more calls here. Yeah, conditions are changing, Donald. Let's take a look at band conditions. Oof, they're not good. Yeah, we still have a bit of a ionospheric noise going on from the solar flare. But we've made a couple of contacts at least on this experiment doing digital modes. Next time around, like I say, I should be on the vertical, and we'll be doing voice again, and hopefully we'll have better luck with a vertical antenna. Yeah, Charlie, they the bands are far more interesting on the gray line. I'd like to do a live stream then, but the problem is a lot of the Europeans might be like early morning for them, but everybody here, especially out in the western part of the U.S., would have to get up at 4 in the morning on a weekend. Now me, I usually wake up around then. I usually wake up about 4:30 in the a.m. But yeah, a lot of guys like to sleep in. I slept in today though. I didn't get up till 6. Noise is starting to increase. Yeah, Donald, I was just looking at the space weather site, and we're on an upswing. So atmospheric noise is going to pick up. Well, we'll do a couple of more CQs, and then I think we'll wrap it up for this stream. At least I know I can do this now. I can capture and pull the screen off the netbook plus stuff off of the main computer and composite it all together in OBS. I've actually got 6 layers going in OBS right now. William says 6 a.m. is a mythical time. It doesn't actually exist. I've heard the tribes talk about this 6 a.m. Donald heard me. Yeah, Matthew, it's that solar storm we're just on the backside of. Atmospheric noise always shoots way up when the solar wind is high. But I'll tell you what, on those days that I get up early, 40 meters as the gray line is approaching, and the dark side is between the US and down to Australia, that's when I hear you guys down there in Aussie land on 40. And I've tried and tried and tried to work your voice. I've made a few contacts on JT65 with Australia, and I did one at 5 watts, and I was trying to get down to 2.5, and I tried for weeks to work Australia with 2.5 watts on JT65. Oh, hey Patrick, that's an idea. I should pull PSK Reporter up and see if any of the see where the monitors are picking me up. Yeah, my antenna that I'm on right now is kind of this shape, and it only goes up over the house, so it's only about 20 feet off the ground at the apex. So it's really an NVIS antenna on 40 meters and down. Not so much on 40, but it still is. So my signal's going up like this, which means it's coming back down like that, you know. So my footprint is generally in pretty narrow on 40 meters and down. But the next time that I do this, I'll have the vertical up and on 40, so I'll have a radiation angle that's out instead of up, and that should make a huge difference. Well, it's 58 minutes into the stream, so I think we'll do one more call and see if we get an answer, and if not, then we're gonna call it for this week. Xander, this is a triple EPC. I don't know the exact model number right off the top of my head. Oh, somebody I think is coming back to me. Yeah. It's an Atom processor. It's got 2 gig of RAM. I'm running Debian on it. Just straight up Debian. WE4SEL. Pretty weak. Let's try it. WE4SEL? Well, I'm not sure if I've got his call sign right. So anyway, Xander, I started with just straight up Debian 8, I think was the version, and that worked well enough, and it works okay for FLDigi and WSJTX, any of the digital stuff. It's kind of slow for a web browser, although I can watch YouTube on it. Chrome takes forever to start because Chrome is just a massive memory hog. Yeah, if that's the same guy, he's just right down in the mud. I'm getting bits and fragments. copy some fan. La. He's on an IC 7300. Hey, we got that much. I don't even still know if I have his call sign right. The only thing I'm copying is him saying how copy. Okay, I must have the call sign right. Okay, guy, go back into receive mode. Only got your rig on that one. Please repeat your name and QTH. Oh, I don't have QRZ open, Patrick. I'm stressing this little netbook already. It's in swap space. I've used up all of the 2 gig of RAM. Oh, he's a little stronger. Perfect copy. Okay. That helped. Added a few watts. He's at 25. That's about what I'm running. Solar powered. Cool. Okay, let's see. Looks the same here. WB3BJU looks the same here. Looks the same. What looks the same? My video's getting blurry. My video shouldn't be getting blurry. I'm still streaming at 1080p. Byron, okay. ECRU MS, isn't that Missouri? Okay. Yeah, close, Patrick. If you're watching a stream and your downstream bandwidth drops out a little bit, so the amount of data coming in is slower, YouTube will automatically shift down to a lower video quality for you. Now I'm streaming up with plenty of upstream bandwidth, so I know that I'm sending a good stream to YouTube. So if your stream got blurry, that was probably something eating your bandwidth. '73s, okay. Okay. Well, I'd say this was a successful experiment with trying to do digital modes on a live stream. Let me log this contact. There. All right. North Queensland, Australia. Couldn't hear the digital on the radio. Dennis. Okay. Yeah, I would have been surprised if we were getting to Australia at this time of day. But anyway, thanks for hanging out with me, guys. It's cool that I figured out we could do this, so we might be able to do a digital stream again in the future sometime. But the next hangout we're going to do, we're going to switch back to voice and hopefully be on the vertical antenna, which should up our chances of working a lot of you guys that are a little farther out from me. So, 73 everybody, thanks for stopping by, and watch for the video on the Cootie Key tomorrow night. I'll be releasing it about 6 p.m. local time or so, and we'll get started on the next video. So, till then, have a good weekend, and enjoy the weather, which should be warming up for all of us here in the Northern Hemisphere. Not you guys in Australia. You're getting into winter, aren't you? I feel sorry for you, but I'm glad to see it go here. So, bye-bye.